Hey, Punta Gorda, how's everybody doing tonight? This next one's a true story. It's about Richie, one of your local captains, a retired New York cop and his boat, Hook 'em and Book 'em. And one unforgettable morning on the way to Jug Creek. He was a cop from a New York town. Now he runs a boat where the fish get found. Hook 'em and Book 'em was ready to fly. Punta Gorda to Jug Creek under sunny sky. Diane was smiling, Kim and Margie too. Mike sat beside Richie with a waterfront view. She looked around with a little grin. Looks like you won't need that foghorn, Rich. Well, some girls were up front catching rays, talking and laughing in the Florida haze. Coochie glanced around and said once more, if fog rolls in, we'll lose the shore. Richie kept his watch and followed the shore. Had made this trip 100 times before. Ain't a cloud in sight, Richie said with pride, as Hook 'em and Book 'em cut through the tide. But one thing seemed a little bit wrong. He hadn't had his first beer all day long. Disappeared and sailed away. 10 boat lakes, then 5, then 3. Fog so thick you could hardly see. Richie leaned over and spoke real calm. Hey, Coochie, might be time to sound that horn. Richie throttled back to a cautious crawl. Everyone got quiet, all you heard were horns. One said, turn back, one said, go. You can't see 10 feet ahead. Off in the distance came another horn. Nobody knew what side it was on. Hook 'em and Book 'em crept along like a snail. Richie stayed steady with his eyes straight ahead. Then a giant white wall came out of the fog. It was a cruise ship. Lord, what a sight! Well, Diane grabbed Margie, Kim grabbed a rail. Hook 'em and Book 'em crept along like a snail. Well, Richie stayed cool and held his line, crawling toward Jug Creek one knot at a time. Then just as quick as it had begun, the fog lifted up and revealed the sun. Everybody cheered and the danger was gone. Coochie smiled and said, I knew it all along. Richie raised a cold one and gave her a grin and said, I'm sounding the horn. Coochie, can you hear it now? Sure needed it this morning, couldn't see 10 feet ahead. I'm sounding the horn, loud and clear and true. When the fog rolled in and that cruise ship came through, that horn was for me, and also for you.